Dear friends, you have many times heard today that the salvation against imminent catastrophe during 12,000-year cycle is unification of scientific potential. But this is possible only in a creative society. You might have a thought, how would this help at all? Is this solution? Why is it only possible to unite scientists in a creative society? You could just give a grant to solve this issue, but leave the consumeristic format. I will now explain in the clear terms why we can only find a solution in the creative society and why in the consumeristic format only death awaits us. Look at our world today. Countries are disunited, fighting and trying to hurt each other as much as possible. The most advanced laboratories and research are owned by military and therefore classified. The smartest people in the world are busy creating bombs and supersonic missiles to destroy us. Us, humanity, on the other side of the planet, more qualitatively. Satellites, instead of monitoring the climate, control the bomb flights. All countries hide from each other what are the real situation of climate change on their territories. And this happens at the time when in every country the earth is cracking under people's feet and magma is erupting, trying now to resolve the information about where there are supposedly stable, safe territories and where a supervolcano is about to burst. For the pseudo-safe territories, there will immediately be a war with. We are managing to kill each other several times better than the climate, and soon there will be no safe territories on Earth at all. And what are doing those whom we used to call scientists? At this time, we have shifted the responsibility to them to think instead of us. Some people create bombs, others solve, shot the crap about the anthropogenic factor into us, while others judge their megalomania, sticking to the narrow territories. Science is now killed by the consumeristic format. It is maximally fragmented to a multitude of unrelated areas, flooded by bureaucracy and smoothed by false dogmas. A multitude of the smartest people do piffling jobs, hiding confidential data from each other and competing with each other. And now imagine that in this format we need to conduct in the shortest possible time research on a global scale with unlimited funding and access to any necessary equipment, because the task which stands before mankind is global. Do you know what will happen in the consumerist format? The same thing that is happening now in the fight against climate change. All countries will promise to allocate funds and take measures, but in fact they will do nothing, because those who control the capital will only care about their own wallets, while cyclicity devours the planet. In the consumerist format of society, no one needs our lives, not even ourselves. So why is the creative society format is the only solution? Creative society is a united humanity. It is not complicated at all. It is like union of several states, only there are not 28 of them, but 197, and it is not just a unit, but all of society that makes a decision. Will such a union of countries be able to provide unlimited funds for honest scientists to study the cycle? Yes, it will. Can it provide access to laboratories, advanced technology, satellite data, and equipment? It can. Why? Because we are people and we want to live. We are interested in life on Earth because it is our life and love of our children, each and every one of us. We need to set our one common goal for honest scientists from different countries. This goal is to understand the processes and influence that from cyclical planetary cataclysms, to find adaptation mechanisms and to prevent a global disaster, to save billions of human lives. It should be as interdisciplinary research as possible. An international team of conscientious scientists from different fields of science, engineers, practitioners, and theorists, united by a single potential, amplified many times by each participant. Those who doubt will only get in the way, so we need only conscientious, honest and responsible specialists. We need climatologists and meteorologists to study the real processes that are now rapidly changing the atmosphere beyond the rays of negligible concentrations of CO2. We need oceanologists, volcanologists, and seismologists to assess the realities of magma rates, volcano activation, and earthquakes. We need geophysicists, geologists, earth physicists who study the subsurface, the magnetic field, the core, the rotation of the planet, who can model all the processes. We need astrophysicists, paleontologists, solar physicists to understand where the radiation comes from, how it works. We need quantum physicists, elementary particle physicists who study changes in the micro world to assess the strength of the impact of high-energy radiation, its properties, its nature, to understand what force must be countered, and a lot of other directions and specialists should be united into one potential. Then we will be able to stop cyclic cataclysms occurring on our planet every 12,000 years. After all, there will be always counteraction to any action. With our level of even today's technology, it is possible to resist cosmic radiation. We need collective brainstorming. If we understand what this cycle is and what impact this radiation has, then we can understand how to counteract it. The first thing that will happen during the transition to a creative society is support for science, support for real scientists, not those who spend billions of obscure things. We need to act, and we can't waste time because these are human lives. That's why scientists will be on the front lines in the creative society. This will be the main front. If we bring together true scientists who are willing to face challenges and make new discoveries, we can take our science into skies and beyond. We will be able to make high-precision advanced forecasts to all kinds of cataclysms even during transition phase. We will be capable of terraforming the elements so that no human lives are lost or left homeless. We will not only be able to study the cyclicity, but to get out of it forever, for future generations of humankind, to learn to control those high-energy radiation and direct them for peaceful purposes, providing mankind with free energy anywhere in the world. We will be able to explore outer space, fly to other galaxies, and discover new planets. Combined scientific potential can bring the level of human development of such heights which we can only now dream of. It is more than real, and all we have to do is to act. We need a united humanity. What does it mean to unite? It means to act towards one common goal. So, is there more noble and unifying goal than building the creative society?